This is Justice League issue whatever. This is the final part of the Evil Magic Genie story written by Morrison. And now I will have reviewed the entire story. So please will you give me an award already? We have got this cover here, the Vision, Superman and Green Lanterns, the Kyle Reese version, and they are fighting this evil genie, and he's got a hold of Earth. I don't think this is the scale though, because Earth's like that big, and it's like Green Lanterns is almost as big as it, so I don't think it's the scale. We open up and we have got, this is like the DC Universe's High Council, and do you notice something? They are overwhelmingly white, and that is really frustrating because I didn't need some 40-year-old white guy to tell us what he thinks doesn't work about A Wrinkle in Time. It's not for him. It wasn't made for him. I want to know what it meant to women of colour, biracial women, to teen women of colour. Now we have got the Spectre, and he is waking up. He was trapped inside a rock, and he had become like a planetary mass, and there were things living on top of him. The evil genies, they really screwed him over. And this is exciting because the Spectre is my favourite DC character. And Green Lanterns, John Scott, the original version, and Archangel, they had to sacrifice all the life that was living on the Spectre just to wake him up. It's quite a packed story, this, and it's a shame that we didn't really explore that part of it a bit more, because that's really interesting. There are two different plots going on. There is something about Joaquin Fundas, and then there's this plot here where this character, Martin Quaid's character, Trump is a terrible person, a terrible character, and he is trying to take over the Justice League for himself. So Batman and Aquaman, they are fighting him here, and we have got a cast of characters there, a lot of characters. I'm not going to bother gunning over it because most of them didn't really deal out in this story. Trump, he is trying to lead like a mutiny, and he is mind controlling two hard members of the Justice League. We have got Rayman here and also Gypsy, but didn't call her that anymore because it is offensive. And to be honest, it's quite fun just seeing Batman tear into Martin Quaid's awful character. Really fun to see him beat Trump up. Trump is a character who was retconned into being the person who brought the Justice League together in the first place. I did a review of that comic, his first appearance. It was one of the most vulgar things I have ever read. This bit is great. Trump, something catches his attention. He stops and he goes, uh-oh, zoom, 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 bang, Superman walked up. Really good, that bit, I like it. Now we have got another subplot as we jump to the 50th dimension. We have got Captain Marbles, the real one, Billy Batson, and Green Lanterns, the Kyle Reese version. And I'm not even going to bother recapping this part of the story because it's all wrapped up straight away in these 2 pages. Oh no, Black Panther, he has died again. Then we have got 2 evil genies and they are fighting, and something about Joaquin Fundas and an advert. More important plot though, Superman, he is fighting Trump now. And Steel Superman, he has plugged himself in to the Justice League's base. So now he can access all the weaponry and the security measures and stuff. And they beat him up. And there's Gypsy there. But didn't call her that anymore because it is considered offensive. I will say it's a bit of a shame that both her and Rayman, they didn't get a chance to do anything in the story besides be mind controlled. It feels like it's a bit unfair to their characters that they're just mindless lackeys. Now the comic gets really good though. This is my dream come true here. Spectre, he shows up and he punishes Trump. He transforms Trump into ice and he's going to shatter him with a hammer. And I tell you what, if they did a comic that was just Spectre going around the DC universe, and instead of punishing criminals and thugs, if he just went around and avenged awful retcons, that would be like the best book ever. But Archangel, he stands up to Spectre and says that being frozen alive, that should be punishment enough for Trump. And this is probably the best scene with this character, with Archangel. I didn't really like the character. I didn't think he really ever amounts to anything. But this is a good scene. It shows him standing up to the Spectre. It's good. And then, look, Black Panther, he's back from the dead again, and something about Jakeem Thunders, and everything works out fine. Elastic Man, he isn't a stone statue anymore. Remember that plot point from 2 issues ago? So everyone is happy again, and Trump is displayed in the Justice League headquarters as a constant reminder of how Martin Quaid ruins everything with his awful ideas. This is a weird story. It's like there are 3 plots going on at once, and 2 of them didn't really pay off. The stuff with Trump seems to be the real important aspect, and the evil Genies stuff, it doesn't quite amount to anything. Then we have got the 50th Dimension stuff, that's quite quickly wrapped up too. And Captain Marbles, the real one, Billy Batson, he doesn't really contribute anything. Actually, most of the characters didn't. Like, the whole Justice Society of Superheroes, they didn't really do out. It's a fun story, but I didn't really know if it's entirely narratively satisfying. But it does as much as kill Trump off, and he never appeared again, so I am giving this one a 7 thumbs up. Except, I am giving my rating system a complete overhaul. I am taking measures to not feed the trolls, and not give the incels a victory. So, from now on, I will not be including the want to see feature. And I will also delete 50,000 reviews because they are too negative. So altogether, that brings the rating up to a 7 thumbs up.